Hey, it's Natalie here from the Convention Junkies. I'm with Matthew G. Taylor here, known as Leatherface.
Nemesis.
Yes. My apologies.
No, that's okay. Leatherface is down there. I'm much better looking, I hope.
So tell me, how did you get involved in horror in the first place?
Well, the genre movie which representing today, the Nemesis for Resident Evil. I guess it borders on horror, but it's also kind of along the whole gaming market. So the character itself, he does look like he belongs in some sort of horror movie. As far as how I got into this production, through being in film, and people knowing, the people that were the production knew what I brought to the table as far as athleticism and acting to a certain degree. It's a different type of acting when you're wearing a costume, but there's still screen presence, and you still need to be able to perform. But as far as how I got into this, it's just through my connections, through the film industry. So.
And then obviously you do your own stunts, still in costume and everything?
And I did 90% of the work on this. There was a stunt double, but because of the suit's very movement specific and how you walk and everything had to be consistent throughout. So it was hard to bring a double in to do a lot of the wide shots because the movements were so much different once you put a different person in the suit. They actually had another suit made for the stunt double, but again, the movements were just so different that they had to use me for a majority of the footage that you saw in the film. Or in the film.
So I've asked just about everybody here, what is your favorite horror movie you like to watch?
Horror movie that I like to watch. Wow. I grew up in the Friday the 13th, Halloween, the original, first, second, third were always my favorites. Friday the 13th, Halloween, probably second to that. Friday, Nightmare on Elm Street. So really the big ones were kind of what I gravitated towards when I was younger. I grew up as a young boy at the time when those were coming out, so they seemed a lot scarier then than they do now, but they're still enjoyable to watch.
So where can your followers find you on social media, and what kind of projects are you working on right now?
I'm not a huge social media presence. I'm going to change that. I'm old school. I've always been the belief of kind of just word of mouth, and if you know what I'm capable of, if you know my resume, you're going to ask me to work for you. I'm going to try and dedicate more time towards social media because I know it is important. It's a way of life now. But again, that's kind of something I'm just more or less getting into. I used to have a website, MatthewGTaylor.com. I took that down just because it wasn't accomplishing what I wanted it to. That was many years ago. I took that down. And again, most of the work goes through my agent. So if someone knows they have a role that I'm fit for, typically they're going to call my agent or me directly. As far as reaching out to the fans, that would be why I would go back to social media, just for the sake of having that, connection with my followers and fans, for sure. Yeah.
Exactly, because it makes a big deal, and just even you responding to say me on Instagram and saying, "Hey, Natalie, how's it going?"
Absolutely.
You have no idea how much that impacts us.
Yeah,
right?
No, for sure, absolutely. Yeah. I don't underestimate the power of it and the value of it. It's just a matter of sometimes you teaching an old dog new tricks isn't easy. So social media, to me, I grew up in a time without it, and it's just adapting, I guess, getting more in tune with the times, for sure.
Well, if you need an assistant, I am available.
Awesome. So. I appreciate that.
So thank you so much for meeting me. I totally appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for the time.
You're welcome.
All
It's
right.
Natalie here from the Convention Junkies at FRIGHTMARE in the Falls 2019, signing off.